Hello, guys. Welcome to PG Talk Show, where we keep it real, honest, true talk, and you will love it here. On today's topic, we are talking about five things. Five things every woman should prioritize in a relationship. Five things every woman should prioritize in a relationship. Five things every woman should prioritize in a relationship, especially if you genuinely love yourself. Every woman should prioritize in a relationship or going in a relationship. One, every woman should prioritize identity. A lot of There's always a pattern in relationships that I have seen. A lot of people lose themselves in a relationship. It is very, very important to identify who you are and remain who you are. The power of identification and the power of knowing your purpose in life is important. And because you want to be in a relationship doesn't mean you have to shrink your purpose, you have to shrink your identity, and you have to lose yourself. We have to understand that relationships have to be partnership. You do not have to lose yourself to be able to stay in a relationship. And you do not have to lose yourself or shrink yourself to be able to be with somebody. So identity is very, very important. The ability to know who you are, what you want to be, and where you want to go in life. It's very, very important. And all these things are things that should be discussed in talking stage and beginning of the relationships. You should be able to understand, is this person going to identify with me? Are they going to help me? Are they going to move me? Are they going to support my purpose in life? So identity is the number one thing you should look at in a relationship. Be able to hold your identity, not to lose yourself or erase who you are because you want to be in a relationship. Two, emotional safety. We women, we are very, very emotional. And we cannot deny that because we want to be in a relationship. As a woman, you have to always consider your emotional safety before you get in a relationship. You have to know if this man is emotionally intelligent, is he emotionally inclined? Because at the end of the day, women are structured to be emotional beings. And if your emotions are not being guided and protected, you're going to lose yourself at the end of the day. That is why emotional safety is number two to check out as a woman to prioritize in your relationship. You should feel safe to speak, to express yourself, and to be vulnerable around your partner. If you're not able or you're constantly afraid to speak of how you feel, and you feel like when you speak, your feelings are not validated, your feelings are not being taken care of, you have to work on that. Because as a woman, if you keep your emotions to yourself, you get burnt out and you make decisions based off of your feelings being neglected. So emotional safety is very, very important. Check out if your man is emotionally intelligent and emotionally inclined, because you're going to be emotional at the end of the day and you need someone who will listen to you. You need someone who's going to be there to guide your emotions, to support your emotions, and not to make you, feel afraid, scared to speak your mind and to speak how you feel. Love should feel at home. It shouldn't feel like a battlefield. So if you feel like you're in a battlefield where you can't speak your mind, you can't be who you are, you're in a wrong place and your emotions are not being guided. So emotional safety is very, very important as a woman because that comes in between your mental health. Number three is respect. A lot of time we see in relationships that men demand respect than women. Respect should be a mutual understanding in relationships. And as a woman going into a relationship or currently in a relationship, you have to demand for your respect. Respect is very, very important. How he talks to you, how he takes care of you, how he validates you, and how he takes your contributions, your suggestions into consideration. So, not sometimes when it's convenience, it should be like everyday thing. You should be respected every day. You should feel respected every day in a relationship, and that could save you a lot of drama in your relationship. Respect is how they talk to you, like I said, how they treat you, how they value you, especially when they are upset. I know that a lot of us, oh my God, when we get angry, we say a lot of things that we don't even mean and things that we don't want to say. But at the end of the day, where do we even cross the line? Because if we genuinely respect each other, we should be able to, you know, be able to put a pause or, identify the time to stop. So respect is our number three, because respect is very, very important. Because when you're not being respected, you're going to lose yourself. You're going to get to a point where you're mentally down, because it's going to tell on you. So always watch out for respect. Everyone demands respect. If you're with a man who feels like he's the only one who deserves respect, then you're in a wrong place. Everyone needs to understand that both women and men deserve to be respected. A lot of time it is it's misunderstood that men are the only one who deserve respect, because that's what we know. That's what we're being told. But to be honest, everyone deserves to be respected. And that's why I feel like there is a lot of divorce going on, a lot of separation going on, because a lot of women don't feel happy, don't feel respected, don't feel safe in their relationships. And that's why I'm telling you, women, look out for men who respect you, because everyone deserves respect. Not only men deserve respect, women deserve to be respected by their partners. Number four, financial awareness. Oh my God. Financial awareness is very, very important. Like Davido said, when money enter, love is sweeter. Financial awareness is very, very important. I want women to know that it's not only men should be financially responsible in a relationship. Financial awareness is very, very important. Having a job, doing businesses as a woman, creating stuff for yourself, being financially equipped will make you make good decisions for yourself, would make you not accept less, will make you not settle for less, will make you know the right things, the right decisions to make for yourself. A lot of women growing up, our mothers, most of them stayed in a very, very unhealthy conditions, relationship, marriages, because they weren't financial aware, because they weren't financially there, because they weren't financially, stable. They couldn't make decisions for themselves. They stayed, they collected, they received any manner of insult or whatever that comes their way, because a lot of women are scared to move because they don't know where to start from. They don't know what to do. If I leave this marriage, if I leave this relationship, what am I going to do financially? How do I start? How do I pick up myself? That is why it is very, very important to be financially stable. As a woman, it is very, very important. You do not need to control everything, but you need to understand what is going on. Never be in the dark about money in your life. It is very, very important. Love is important, but let's be real, stability matters a lot. There are a lot of genuine great people who lose their relationship because of financial instability. And that's why it's very, very important for everyone to empower themselves financially. When you have and your partner have, I feel like it's easier to navigate. It's easier to create, to make decisions, to for the family or for the relationship to be able to move. But when there are financial instabilities, it affects the relationship and it affects you as a woman. It affects your decision, because you're not going to make decisions that you genuinely want to make, but you're going to make decisions because you feel like, how do I start all over again? Where am I going from here? I don't have money to start all over again. I don't have money to do this and to do that. And that's why I'm telling you, as a woman, it is very, very important to be financially stable and financially inclined and aware. Five is growth. Number five is growth. We need to grow in life. In our relationship, there needs to be a growth. In your personal life, there is a need for growth, constant growth. You should be growing as an individual, and also as a couple, you should grow. If a relationship is keeping you stuck, draining you, holding you back, you need to ask yourself questions. Because relationships should not be the reason why you are where you used to be or you are stuck somewhere. It should be an avenue for you to grow yourself mentally, financially, otherwise you should be able to dream big as a couple. So if you're with someone who they don't want you to grow, they don't want you to be better than who you were, you need to ask yourself questions. You need to check that relationship. You need to take a step back and realize that this is not helping me. Because as human, as a woman, you need to grow. You need to step up. You need to do better for yourself. And that's why our number five is growth. Growth is important. If you're in a relationship where you sit down and you calculate, I've been in this relationship for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you need to put go down on your table or on your notebooks and check, what have I achieved in this relationship? This is where I was. Where am I right now? Where are we right now? Because it should be personal growth and relationship growth. They should be, this is who I want to be. and this is who we want to be. So you need to check yourself as a woman. Where am I right now? I've been in this relationship for so long. What is the growth? Is this partner helping me to grow? Is this partner, are they aware that we need to grow? Are they pushing me to grow? And if you don't see these things, you need to question that relationship. You need to question yourself, and you need to sit up. You need to sit up because nobody's going to do that for you. At the end of the day, you have to do everything that I've said or everything that I've spoken for yourself. Everything I've been listed out from identity to emotional safety to financial awareness to growth. You need to sit down and realize which one are you lacking and trace it back and put it back together, and that's gonna elevate you because love should elevate. Love should elevate this, not to limit you. If you're in a relationship where you're limited, you're in the wrong relationship because love should be able to elevate you, to move you forward. So at the end of the day, a relationship should never cost your peace, your purpose in life, your power, your identity. A relationship should be able to boost you. A relationship should be able to hype you. A relationship should be able to encourage you. A relationship should be a motivation for your career, for your purpose in life, for your destination in life, and for you to be mentally stable. If you are in a relationship right now that is, that you're struggling with all of this, you need to take a step back and talk to yourself and realize what you actually want and figure it out and know that you are in a wrong space and you have to do something about it. But if you are single right now and you're trying to get in a relationship, you need to tick all the boxes. You need to know, are they going to help me continue to keep my identity? Are they going to be there to safeguard my emotions? Are they going to help me grow? Are they going to support my financial awareness? You need to know all of this because these things are important, and that's why a lot of women lose themselves in relationships, lose themselves in marriages, because we go into a relationship, a marriage, with a mindset of losing ourselves in the beginning, with a mindset of saying, you know what, I'm gonna leave my dreams to the next 10 years after I grow my kids. I'm gonna leave my dreams to the next 20 years after I grow my family. It shouldn't be like that. It should be a teamwork where two people come together and grow themselves and uplift themselves and take themselves together on the journey to be better people. So these are the things that I feel like women should prioritize, because at the end of the day, men prioritize this. No man is going to lose himself just because they want to be in a relationship or marriage with you. No man is going to be financial unaware because he wants to be in a relationship with you. No man is going to lose guard their emotions. No man is going to stop his growth because he wants to be in a relationship with you. But I get it. Society has made us understand that as women, we are out to dim our lights because of relationships and marriages and all of that. But time have changed. We all need to wake up and grow together as a couple, as a family, and as a society. Thank you guys for listening to me today on today's topic, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now. PJBC Talk Show.